G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here from Cultivate Farms and welcome to episode 60 of Cultivate Farms TV. So the purpose of this is to continually give you an update of what we're doing to make it possible for you to own your own farm. If you're a retiring farmer, how to transition ownership to an amazing farming family. Or if you're an investor looking for the best people to farm with and own a farm with, we have them. So we just want to show you momentum is building, give you lots of ideas and just let you know that we're here trying to make it possible if you live your farming dream. So today we'll talk about, one, we need your support to keep building momentum. Give a bit of a weekly update, a bit of a snapshot of what happened in the last week or so. This concept of farm ownership pathway program, we're very excited by. Freeland Pork update, so they're the first farms that we've matched with an investor. Refining what Cultivate Farms does, and 19 farm opportunities waiting for you right now. So, as we do every week, we've got an outline of how many farmers we have on our membership database. We've got 434 members, which is brilliant. 12 more than last time, so people are continually signing up, which is what we want to see. We'd love to see more of you, and we'd love to see those with profiles to go in and keep updating them and make sure they're really filled out properly, because we do use them. People are looking at them, so I encourage you to get on there and fill that out. You also get Mercado market analysis for free, which is valued at $300, so it's worth it just for that. But this is a call out to any aspiring farmer out there, anyone who has found any value in what we have been doing in terms of inspiring them or thinking a little bit differently about how you could get on to own your farm, or even finally sparking that dormant light in your mind around farm ownership. If you found any value at all, this is a call out that we would love you to sign up as a paid member. It's $150 a year. We don't think it's that much, but we hope that you can see a lot of value in it. And for us, it's massive because it helps us keep the doors open and helps us keep the website going, helps us to travel around, helps us to go and meet other farmers in the ag industry. We're not taking any money out of the business. It's all ploughed back in. We just want to know that you're here to support us. If you want to see us succeed, if you're an aspiring farmer, we really encourage you, please sign up. You get to chat to us as part of your paid membership, and we help you work through your pathway, your farm ownership pathway, and you get the Mercado market analysis membership as well. So this is a bit of a plea to you guys. We have a number of members paid already, but we're after more. We really want to show we have a sustainable business here. We want to show we have momentum, and we want to show we have your hearts and mind, and that we can use that to influence the ag industry. So please think about signing up if you haven't. If you have already, please encourage others to do so. Bit of a weekly update snapshot. So we were in the Australian Financial Review, which is pretty cool. We've been trying to get in there for a while, and hopefully it got some attention of some investors. There was an article about us and Domacom, who we're partnering with to do equity crowdfunding, and I guess in their case it's fractional property investment, same sort of thing. It's pretty much that you as an investor can own a farm for $2,500 minimum, which is really exciting. The article links on our Facebook page there, and this really does open up doors for anyone to own a farm, that you can now rely on the crowd, put the call out across Australia, and say to people, do you want to own a farm? You can own a farm for a minimal amount of money, which is really cool. So we're kicking all that program off around crowdfunding. We're in the process of developing a master brand for Cultivate Farms, which we want to be able to apply to all the farms that we match. So Freeland Pork will be thinking about how we provide this overarching branding guidance. We believe we're creating a name for ourselves that is going to support every single farm that we match to be even more profitable. So we're doing a lot of thinking around that, and I'll give you updates on that as that unfolds. The other day I caught up with the retiring farmer and aspiring farmers in Gippsland. It was a great discussion. We met on the farm with both couples, and I sat at the kitchen table with them, and we worked through some ideas around farm ownership transition, which was really, really cool. Both parties get along really well, and they've met beforehand a couple of times, and they've been selected now by the retiring farmer, which is part of our process. We found the farmer, you guys applied, and the farmer retiring couple have picked the farmer. and now they're working through a transition. We'll have another meeting soon. We've got some things to chase up around financial modelling, around how long it could take for them to earn their way in. We're thinking about doing a 12-month employment where the aspiring farmers can get to know the retiring farmers and they can figure out business models along the way. So it's really positive. This is, I guess, going to be our bread and butter, I think, going forward with the retiring farmers stepping back. It's all about building relationships and finding an awesome pathway, which we're really excited by. So that was great. And we are in a process now of legal advice, but we're going to load our first investment proposal online. So just a summary of it to attract investors. So this is exactly what we've wanted to do with our beta online farm pitching marketplace. So we've just got all the ticks from the lawyers around being able to do this, and we're hoping to load this up very soon. This farm's going to be a yabby farm. Well, it is a yabby farm, and we're going to be promoting that very soon. So look out for that, and we'll be doing a lot more, and encourage you, if you have a farm you want to pitch, we're getting really ready to be able to make it possible for you to get in front of investors. Farm Ownership Pathway Program. We have been advising this concept for a little while now, and this is a call out to anyone across Australia who wants to back a program where we get 20 farmers, aspiring farmers, and incubate them over a 6-month period. At the end of that 6 months, they pitch to an investor who is ready to invest into a farm. They have money ready to go, and it can be anywhere in Australia. But we want to set up a program, and we've been putting the call out to all the agricultural groups across Australia to say, would you back us in this program to get these farmers incubated? We think it's really cool. So we'll be holding your hand, guiding you, helping you think through your farm pitch, trying to sell yourself, trying to figure out why you are the best farmer to back. And one of those 20 farmers is going to be matched onto a farm, and the other 19 will spend the remaining 6 months working through how they can get onto their farm. And hopefully through this journey, we're going to unpack even more investors who are like, I want to be part of this. I want to sit back and have 20 farms pitched to me by amazing farmers. So we've got this program outlined. It's really, we love it, and we're looking for ag industry support to be able to deliver it. So if you know anyone out there who wants to support this program, we'll keep refining it and maybe even turn it into an online thing as well. But at the moment, it's sort of a workshop-based event, and it's going to be regionally based from wherever we get support to be able to deliver it. But we have an investor ready to back the best farm pitch. That's what you want, we're delivering. And it's, I guess, in a similar way to what we did with Claire and Mark's farm, the Freeland Pork farm, where we had farms pitched before Christmas in 2017, and now they're on the farm. So we want to do the same sort of thing. Speaking of Freeland Pork, a bit of an update of what's been happening in the last few weeks with those guys. We're really switching into marketing phase now. So we're developing a website. We've just had a photo shoot on the farm of Mark and Claire and their family. We've been cooking up meals based on their free-range pork. Got some amazing photographs coming out. So we're focusing on branding, and we're going to use that to hit up retail side of things more, and use their story combined with the Cultivate Farms story to open up doors to get them better prices for their produce and more demand. So they're scaling up their production as well. So it's all tying in with that. So that's really cool. We're getting in there, and we're moving into, rather than the farm pitching phase, which they've already been through, now it's the farm smash it out of the park phase, which we're really enjoying being part of, and that's going to be our model into the future, is set farms up and then support them to be amazing. Now, refining the Cultivate Farms model, I wanted to just give you guys an insight to what we're thinking about our business model. What we're doing with Cultivate isn't an off-the-shelf type of business. We are learning as we are going, which is part of the reason why we do these weekly updates. But we've been thinking more and more about the different angles we're promoting. And one is the retiring farmer, aspiring farmer, and I think we've got that process at least outlined in our head pretty well. And it's all about relationships first. It's getting people who get along together and get them in the room together, and for them to work through an ownership transition. The investor side of things has been a bit more tricky, because I think investors are out there, and sometimes it's hard to understand what it is they want out of a farmer and a farmer. So what we think now, it is purely about relationships as well. So how do we, as a Cultivate Farms, support you as aspiring farmers to build relationships with investors, with people who could get you onto your farm and co-own the farm with you? And that's been kicking around our heads the last 6 months, trying to figure out what this actually means and how you actually do that. And so what we're thinking now is that we need to create this role of a farm mentor or farmer mentor. So an agronomist or someone who's experienced in matching farms or providing advice on farms, and getting them coupled with you as an aspiring farmer from the very first day that you sign up as a member, and figure out different pathways for you to get onto your farm, but guide you that whole way so that when investors or retiring farmers see your profile, they'll be able to see that Mary James, agronomist, has given you the tick that you are the best farmer, or that you say what you are, that you are ready to get onto a farm, or if you're not ready to get onto a farm to own yourself, but are ready to work with a retiring farmer, or whatever the situation is, but to have someone there as a third party to verify that you are a legitimately awesome farmer, I think is a key step here. And also it'd be great for you as aspiring farmers to have someone along the way helping you with your journey who can get into the detail, which is what we're trying to do. But I think from a scaling point of view, I don't think we can cover across all of Australia. We don't know the landscape of every single region in Australia, and it's probably impossible for us to do it. So how do we get locals where you live supporting you to get onto your farm and give you that verification, almost like the Twitter verification tick that you are a great farmer and ready to go? So we're unpacking that now with some farm advisors, farm mentors, and figuring out the business model of how that could unfold. But I'm feeling really good about this. So that the ultimate aim is that when an investor comes to us and they say, I want to buy a farm, I want it to be $1 million and I want it to be in the northeast area of this region, can you give me half a dozen farmers that can meet this criteria? I'm going to be able to hand over 6 profiles with the blue tick, and they pick 2 or 3 of them, and they give them a phone call and have a chat around what they want to do, and find that one person or 2 farmers that they say, all right, I love you, I think you're amazing, let's go then. Whatever you go out there, find farms, and whatever you find, we'll back. And I think that'll help with buying farms that are up for auction, for example, where you've only got about 60 days to pull a proposal together, get investors to back you, and then go and buy it. So that means you need to have that relationship up front straight away. So I guess that's a summary where we're at with our thinking. Over the next couple of months, we're going to be refining that. We're building our business model, we're drawing diagrams, we're updating our website to allow all this to happen. But we'd love your feedback as well. What do you think it is that you need as aspiring farmers to convince investors? And does this concept of building a relationship with an investor sound like the best thing to do? And how should we go about doing it? We know this model will vary as we try and unpack it, but that's the core of it. And again, just want to share everything we're thinking with Cultivate Farms, because it is new what we're doing. We're just trying to figure it out, but I think we're on a winner with this concept, and it could be one of the last pieces that finally slots in to make this a really smooth package that we're offering Australia's agriculture industry, really. So farm opportunities, there is one off the list now, this farm in Gippsland, which we are matching, but there's one just been thrown on, which is Manildra in New South Wales. There are 19 farms all up, sitting there for you to have a crack at. Please check out the farm tab on our website. These farms are with retiring farmers looking to step back. They want to transition ownership to you. If you want to have a crack at it, you could use, if you don't think these farms are big enough, some of them aren't big enough in maybe some people we've spoken to, use them as the stepping stone farm. Think about this in a 5-10 year journey. You can show someone, hey, I've been working on a farm and I own part of a farm that's not quite big enough, but you want to go again, and they're going to have more confidence in you. So just think about how you can use these farms as opportunities, as stepping stones, if you don't think they're the ultimate for you in the end. The main thing is we want to get people thinking about these farms and presenting farmers to these retiring farmers, so they are confident and comfortable that they've got amazing people, so that we can convince even more retiring farmers to come and transition their farm through us and get you onto their farm. So gang, that is it. I really enjoy being able to do these updates. I know a lot of people are saying we're all over Facebook and social media at the moment, which is great. We're deliberately doing it. We want to get people's attention of what we're doing. We want to build momentum. And we really appreciate your support, and so please keep spreading the word, keep liking what we're doing, keep telling people about what we're doing. Doors keep opening, and it's only going to be better for you out of this, because the more momentum, more people know about us, the more farms really, and the more chance you have of getting onto your farm. That is it. We'll speak soon. Cheers.